What is going on, peeps? It is I, the urban franchise, Tony Montana, and let me make it clear: no kayfabe involved. This is not the characters. This is actually me, Tony Montana, played by the creator Anthony Samaru. This kind of feels like a special moment. This feels like something that if I was going to truly do, I've tried it multiple times while being in front of you guys over the last decade, and truthfully, I have failed. But in this moment right now, I have made a decision to quit one of my vices: cigarettes. This cigarette right here will be my final cigarette. I have been smoking for about 21 years now. 22 technically. I started at 19. I had my first one at 19, but never really became a full-time smoker until I was like 20, 21. 21, I would say, is when I first started buying packs. It's been a horrible habit, a disgusting habit. Anyone who smokes, anyone who has or used to be a smoker can actually tell you how horrible this habit is. And being on the prospect of quitting being definitely a good thing. There's been times where it was something I did where everyone used to tell me they did it for stress, and I attempted to use it for that, but never really actually worked for me. In fact, to be perfectly honest, smoking was just something that kind of like, in reality, enhanced other vices that I had when I indulged in it. I was never someone who smoked unless I was smoking marijuana. Cigarettes was never something I just was my one and only vice. It was just like an add-on vice, if you will. Started off, had an old friend who was a smoker, just saying, just try it, why not, blah, blah, blah. Then I did. And I did not become a regular smoker from that moment, but I did try cigarettes, so that's why I would say from 19 is the first time I had a cigarette. But I remember working full time and realizing, cigarettes was kind of an extra break that people would get. So I was just like, why am I allowing myself to be ripped off? Like, why am I allowing myself to be ripped off? Everyone's getting this extra break. I'm going to take this extra break. I remember in co-op just going out and hanging out with the smokers. Then being older, when having actual employment, my first full-time jobs, it was just like, that's when I first started to become one. Initially, you start, whoever's training you is going to offer you a smoke, say, do you smoke, blah, blah, blah. You coast off of that for a bit, and then eventually you got to buy your own pack. It's been more of a social habit. I honestly tell you, a lot of times where I've been a smoker, it was ultimately a social habit. Starting at a new place of employment, I would smoke just because I know that would be social. There'll be other smokers, make new friends or wherever. And I would find wherever I smoke in life. And I think it's just something with me. It's not something for everyone. But just like, people are usually drawn to me all the time. So I could be smoking, I could be standing around, and people are just going to come up to me. That's always been a thing. But this is ultimately a habit. This isn't for my future and my health. I've been wheezing a lot. My breathing's pretty heavy. And I know that's because of smoking and how heavy I smoke. And I know if I quit smoking right now, that's going to solve that issue and fix my breathing and whatnot. And smoking's not a habit that I'm just like, I need to do this, blah, blah, blah. Like, obviously, we have our friend in drinks, and then there's the other type of smoking. But a cigarette doesn't really give you any reason to stick around, now does it? This is just like random. Any of you who saw my recent posts, That's the reason for this. That's obviously, I made it clear I want to quit this habit. This is a habit I want to drop, and this is the time I feel to do it. Now, what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna bring you guys with me when I do go to have this final cigarette. This is gonna be the last smoke I ever have. And then after that, I'm giving up the habit. It's been a vice. It's been something that I have times been ashamed of. Sometimes it made me feel cool, whatever you would call it. But it's expensive. I will be using the I Quit app. I'll include the information for the app in the follow-up episode once I sign up. As long as I maintain the 24 hours to say, yes, I quit, I will definitely be doing that. Ultimately, guys, this is for my future in my mind. I have so much life to live. There's so much for me to do, where my career, how my brand has grown, how the opportunities that I have been given in the last 2 years that I never thought would have been possible for me. I think just a regular kid from Malvern, just a regular blurred, a black nerd, is getting these opportunities to be in front of huge crowds, do these events, get his content out there, being seen by 2 million people. Can you believe that? 2 million people has watched the current channel. Don't even include the previous 2 million from their other channel. So we're like 4 million, plus everything else, right? But guys, it's been an honor to entertain you guys. Absolute honor. This is why in this moment where I'm making this kind of decision, I'm sharing it with you. Smoking is a horrible habit, and a lot of people lose their lives to this habit. I'm quitting right now just so the fact of the matter that I'll be able to continue to give you guys content for a long time, so that I will be around long enough so that I can have some mini-me's who come and give you guys content in the future, and who will get to enjoy time with me, because of this day, today, where I put that last cigarette out and I say goodbye to this disgusting habit that's killing me, and live a better future, so that LT, Little Tony, and I want to name my daughter Amy, so Amy, I would say, but it all depends on my wife. Maybe she wants to name our daughter after herself, how I want to name my first son, Little Tony, after me, right? So we'll see, but yeah, this is why I'm doing this right now. It's so that I could see LT, Little Tony, and Amy one day. So I could be there for them, so they could see how cool I am. Not just seeing all the videos. Yes, the whole point of doing all this was to leave something for them to see of their dad one day, of when he was younger. They got the last decade of my life to enjoy. But I want them to actually enjoy me when they get here. So yes, that's the reason. That is the reason. And I want to just do this right now. Now, for obvious reasons, I don't like making a lot of noise when I'm outside. So let's figure this out. Fuck it. This is my last song. My last cigarette. You guys coming with me for when I do it. I don't know, I'm gonna pull this off, get my jacket on with you guys here, but it's a little cold out there. So that's a lot more. Okay. Well, we got it done. Now, for obvious reasons, I usually do not talk when I'm outside having a cigarette. Just, hold on, let me take advantage of the fact that there's a tripod on the bottle, just so I can just do that quickly. Yeah. I don't usually make a lot of noise when I'm out there, but this is something I said I'm gonna share with you guys. Put it out there. I'll put the tripod on, and I know it's gonna be quiet, it's gonna be boring. I will put some background music on this and probably do a voiceover over this part. But let's go. You guys are coming with me for my smoke. I'm gonna be quiet because obviously I don't want to disturb my neighbors. Alright, I'm gonna take over here, peeps, with a voiceover because obviously I'm just literally just sitting here and having a cigarette, and as you know from the title of this video and what I've said previously, this is my last cigarette. I just felt this is a moment I wanted to share with you guys because I've had many of these moments. This might be the 100th last cigarette that I've had, but this time I want to make sure that it actually is my last cigarette. This is why I'm sharing this with you guys. I've been a smoker for a long time, and it's been a habit that has weighed on me. Definitely feeling the effects on my health right now. Definitely feeling the effects on my wallet. These are a lot more expensive than they were when I first started. I started smoking, a pack of smokes was like $5-6. Now it's like almost 20. On top of that price, it's just so many things have changed. Like when I started off as a smoker, you're able to smoke it everywhere. Before I was a smoker, you could smoke on the public transit, you could smoke in the malls, but when I started smoking, as I said, when I was 19, I could smoke in a bar, I can smoke in any club I went to, but throughout the first 2 years of being a smoker, the laws changed, and I personally, I'm kind of grateful for that. I'm glad that they did change, because there's a lot of places cigarettes didn't need to be, and I was glad the public transit and the public mall thing was one of those things. But bars and clubs, they're smoking out sections outside. Everyone go out there, they can enjoy it there. It was just one of those things, you know what I mean? I got that last bit of time where people got to be able to smoke wherever they wanted to. Now, looking back at myself while having my final cigarette, it's just like one of those things that kind of... Cigarettes are something that's very glorified, especially in the media and TV and entertainment in a whole. You see people smoking and it just like seems like a great thing. The reason why this decision is so easy to make for me is I know it's affecting my health. I know I have a harder time breathing than most people because I'm a cigarette smoker. I know despite the fact that I feel like I have unlimited stamina, I don't. So this moment right here where I put that out, to me, that was just like finally, I'm at that point again where I'm gonna get back that unlimited stamina. It may feel like it right now, and you notice that smile, how happy I am. That was just a smile of accomplishment because I knew that was the end of a horrible habit. The smile at the end came from the moment of bliss is that I was quitting the habit on a day that it was not that cold, and in the winter I would only be going out there for things that are actually gonna get me high. You know what I mean? That peaks. The moment I share with you guys. That was the end of a habit that I maintained for 20 years. 20 years of my life I wasted financially and health-wise on that horrible, disgusting habit. Now I am a free man. We are here in the Fat Cave, and I'm hungry. I'm gonna go make myself something to eat. So, thank you guys for joining me. That was the end of Tony Montana, the cigarette smoker. No more of these would ever be bought. I'm starting this journey with you guys this time because I've tried it without you guys before multiple times and told you guys about it while in it. Well, this time we're doing this together because I know you guys will motivate me and keep me going throughout this. And I love all of you for that. So stay good, peeps. Stay hood. And always and forever keep